What I'll do is I'll send along the same confirming 12:30.
Yeah.
Hush comes over the crowd. Good morning. Morning. Am I on? No. There you are. There I am. Oh. Hi, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome. Well, normally at this moment, we introduce or we welcome our Zoom audience. This is the first week that we are not doing Zoom with our Sunday honor, but for our Sunday service. The first Sunday in over 2 years that we haven't done Zoom. So it's a little, but we have this beautiful new live stream camera, and it goes to Facebook, and then it'll be on YouTube after that. The sound quality and all is so much better and consistent, I think, than Zoom. And so for our Zoom audience, I hope you're still out there watching us live on Facebook, and there's instructions for that, but I'm not the one to give them. So if you do Facebook at all, you'll figure it out. So we're going to start off with our little song. Thank you, Mark.
I'm reaching out to feel the infinite. I'm reaching out to know the divine. I'm reaching out to feel the infinite. Yes, forever is already mine. I'm reaching out to feel the infinite. I'm reaching out to know the divine. I'm reaching out to feel the infinite. Yeah, forever is already mine. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. I'm going deep to feel the infinite. I'm going deep to know the divine. I'm going deep to feel the infinite. Yeah, forever is already mine. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. I'm rising up to feel the infinite. I'm rising up to know the divine. I'm rising up to feel the infinite. Yeah, forever is already mine. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul.
Yes, we are already there. We're already there. There's nothing to get to. There's nothing to rush to, because we're already there. We're already home. So welcome home to who you are on this beautiful fall morning. It's not really fall yet. I can still wear white pants if that
Yes.
rule even.
That doesn't exist.
Good. So, I'm Reverend Gail Dobert, and I'm so happy to be here with you on this beautiful Sunday. Unity of Bay City is a very special place. And we are inclusive and offer a positive and powerful path for spiritual living. Through unity teachings, through just the energy of love that is created here in this room every Sunday and all throughout the week. So you're welcome. And if you're here for the first time, please just, in fact, I thought about this the other day. I think I'm going to get big smiley faces for people who come here regularly. And so I can say there's welcome packets in the front lobby, and you can talk to anybody with a smiley face on, here or here, and I'll give you a tour and tell you a little bit more about it. And generally we have food after service of some sort. And so wherever your life journey is taking you, you're welcome here. Absolutely welcome here. I want to take a moment to thank our Sunday service team. It takes a lot of time and talent to serve this wonderful community, and we're blessed with that. Our platform assistant today is Miss Jen, and you'll see her in just a moment. We've got our live stream crew is Greg and
Jacqueline.
And Jackie. Jacqueline. So there, without Zoom, we have a different crew, and it's lovely. Okay. Can you tell I've been gone for 2 weeks because I'm so excited to be here? I'm just like, I want to. All right, so then our musicians are Mark and Nancy. You've already heard Mark, you'll hear Nancy. Our ushers are Mike and Brian. There's Mike. And then our greeters this morning, this is Paul. Is Paul here? Where's Paul? He's still greeting.
He's still greeting.
And then we have our wonderful hospitality team who are ready for Birthday Sunday. So, Mark, can you lead us in a happy birthday for our, we have cake and ice cream, I do believe. So Mark's going to lead us in a happy birthday song for all of our September birthdays. Anybody want to fess up to have a birthday in September? Jacqueline. She's very, very young, so. All right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mom.
Hey, Cindy and beyond.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. All right. So now we move into where we really start, and that's in prayer. So I invite you just to take a moment and take a breath. We begin with our world prayer. Each month we focus our attention on a new country on this beautiful planet of ours. And this month is Italy, Italia. And the prayer for Italy is peace will flower via routes of sharing, beauty, humility, and well-being. May beauty flourish on this earth. And we continue in prayer this morning as we light our candles representing all of our prayers. We expand the love in our hearts and the highest thoughts in our minds as the energy of prayer radiates from our own precious self and beyond, our family and friends near and far, those who here on earth and those who now abide in pure spirit. With open hearts, we continue to affirm healing, peace of mind and heart for all of those that we know are moving through a healing process right now. We know ease and grace and comfort is moving through our lives, right here and right now. We're already here. We know that as we pray for one, we pray for all, and we are all well and truly blessed in this holy instant. And we let go now, knowing it is so, and gratefully so it is. Amen and amen.
Amen.
And now we're going to share our vision and our mission statement for Unity of Bay City. As we take the time to feel this and to see where it resonates in you. And the vision together.
United in spirit and grounded in the divine, we are a beacon of light for the world.
And our mission, should we choose to accept it, they don't have to say that every time. Together we are
One community, looking within, reaching out, and practicing the principles of love.
And so it is. Now Jen's going to come up and share our daily word and our annual theme.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hi, I'm Jen, for those of you who do not know me. And our annual theme this year, as we all know, is Passport to Transformation, our evolving journey. And we've studied many countries so far this year. And for the month of September, our intention is to shine our light on the country of Italy and the evolution of faith. And here's a couple fun facts about Italy. Italy is known a lot for their cooking. And just on a side note, we will be having an Italian feast next Sunday after service, but we're asking people to bring in something Italian, such as pasta or pizza or cheese. They're also known for pesto and olive oil and gelato. That would be a good treat. And they're known for coffee and wine, my favorite. Although there's not one style of Italian cooking, there's a wide variety of regional differences. Italians everywhere love to share noodles and pastas that bear such fun names as spaghetti, penne, macaroni, and this last one I cannot pronounce.
Did you see what the...
Oh, it means, spaghetti means little strings, penne means feathers, macaroni means little deer things, and this one that starts with O that I cannot pronounce is little ears.
Orecchietti.
Yes! Say it again, Nancy.
Orecchietti.
There we go. In the South, noodles are made with olive oil, tomato, and spices. In the North, especially in Piedmont, they are covered with cream, butter, and cheese. That's what I think. Many foreigners have grown accustomed to these regional variations as Italian cuisine has become a popular cultural export. Italy is also known for the world's largest wine producers, and every region in Italy is known for its wine. And the Italian flag. Italy was finally united in 1870. At that time, its green, white, red, tricolor flag bore a shield and a cross, and when used for official purposes, a royal crown, representing the ruling house of Savory. After June 19, 1946, those symbols were removed from the tricolor, following a referendum that ended the monarchy and established an Italian republic. And now we'll move on to the daily word. And today's word is ease. Oh, I needed that today. As I was running around this morning and almost late, our affirmation is, beholding God in every circumstance helps me know ease. Can we repeat that together?
Beholding God in every circumstance helps me know ease.
It's easy for me to find God in the glory of a sunrise, in the laughter of children, and to feel God's love as I get together with friends and family. Wherever there is wonder, joy, or fellowship, God is surely present. But I also remember that God is just as present when my responsibilities feel overwhelming, when conflicts arise in a relationship, or when it feels that there is not enough of what I need. If I begin to feel tense, fearful, or frustrated, I remember that the wisdom, love, and understanding and strength are all divine qualities that live within me and are ready to help me handle any challenge. Assured by my awareness of God's presence, I move with ease and grace through whatever the day brings. And could you please repeat today's affirmation with me?
Beholding God in every circumstance helps me know ease.
And now we're going to move into our time of meditation. And Mark and Nancy are going to kind of sing us in and allow you time just to breathe and kind of settle in. And then we will move forward into the meditation. So no need to applaud. This is part of the meditation. So just get comfortable. Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Wonderful Spirit, pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Wonderful Spirit, pour your love in me. Pour your love into my heart. Wonderful Spirit, shine your light in me. Shine your light into my heart. Wonderful Spirit, pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Wonderful Spirit, wonderful Spirit, pour yourself in me, from me and as me. Abiding in spirit is what we do, it's who we are. As we relax into the seat we are sitting on this earth that blesses us so richly, we feel the vibration of Mother Earth as she supports us through our breath. Listen to your breath for a moment. Just listen. Fields within fields, minds within minds. You are a universal being, a cosmic being, a being of light, and a light being, a human being. You are all of these, right here, right now. Where you focus becomes your reality. You may choose to sit and be aware of your vastness, and the next thing you know, you're off on a little journey of the mind you call a daydream. This life you are living is another journey within a greater journey, within many journeys. Breathe. Come to see how flexible the one mind is. And you will begin to grasp the interconnectedness of all people and all events. Learn focus. Couple it with intention and attention. And may the larger journey truly take on meaning. As we breathe now, and allow these words and the words of your heart to move through you as we focus our attention on our heart space and take our highest thoughts connected with our deepest faith as we move now into the silence. Listening to the breath, listening to the sounds around us. Everything belongs. Everyone belongs. Every thought, every feeling. A cosmic being of light, and that light being a human being. As we bring our awareness gently, gently back into this space, as Mark and Nancy sing us back into this space. Pour yourself in me, pour yourself into my heart. Wonderful Spirit, pour with me, pour yourself into my heart. Wonderful Spirit, wonderful Spirit. Got a little video for our special music today, right before our little message. Is it gonna work? That's a beautiful Unity musician, Kim Char, and she is a regional in our region here in the Great Lakes, and does our retreats and things. She's an amazing musician, and we're grateful that she has made these kinds of things available to us, because since she can't just drop by every time. So, the evolution of faith. That's our theme this month. And as we we're here in this new month. I cannot believe it's the 9th month of the year, and how quickly that's gone, but yay, I love fall. And so this month, like Jen said earlier, we're keeping company with Italy this month. And we do this as we broaden, and we give little tidbits, throughout the month, have food, have fun facts, have folks who've been there tell stories, because we get to widen our scope. We feel like we live on this little small planet, and we do. It is kind of small, and yet there are 8 billion people. Faith, knowing Earth, all of these things. So we get to explore a little bit of that each month. And so this month, Greg, you have that slide? This month we're keeping company with the boot-shaped country of Italy, and with our mitten shape of Michigan. I figure we're ready for winter. Yay! I know people scowl at me when I say yay for winter, but hey. Boots and mittens, folks. We'll keep that theme this month. So the evolution of faith begins with the evolution of the understanding of our spiritual nature. And that began at the beginning of time. The very beginning of our human time here on earth, whenever and however that came about. So many mysteries. So today we'll share right where we are in our evolution of faith. And I want to share today about faith and perfection. Ernest Holmes is the founder of religious science, and in his book, Science of Mind, he explains God in the first 5 chapters like this. The titles: the thing itself, the way it works, what it does, and how to use it. He used the it descriptor of God. And some people don't like that. It's not comfortable at first. And that's exactly what his point was. To expand our consciousness, our evolution of faith, he wanted to take it out from God out there, up there, to God within, to this energy of life and love and freedom and joy and sorrow and all the things of life. So that's, as we move as people, and you see it everywhere, we have evolved in our faith, because more and more there's new thought, is what we call unity, and religious science is now called Centers for Spiritual Living, and it's very mainstream. In fact, Italy had, until 1985, they declared Catholicism as their country's religion. Not anymore. They don't declare a religion for their country. You know what that means? Freedom of religion. There's no longer, you can be a Muslim, a Catholic, a Jew, you can be whatever faith tradition that moves you into a deeper relationship with this thing, this spirit, this movement, the source of all. The United States is the only country, the first country, to not declare a world religion. As we started this beautiful country in 1776, the Declaration of Independence gave us, First Amendment, I believe, religious freedom. You can be who you are. Worship how you want to worship. So we set the stage for that as our consciousness grew. So, the source energy, Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, our co-founders, had that same understanding and taught those same principles, but they shared it in a little more traditional way. They were a little older. They were from the 1800s more and moved into the 1900s. And Holmes was a little younger and moved into newer language a little quicker. But it's all the same. So today I want to talk about a particular word that can easily get in our way of allowing ourselves to have a deeper and clearer understanding, a heart alignment with spiritual principles of God itself, or whatever name you want to give it. We'll look at the evolution of faith through the window of our idea of human, and our idea and our human understanding of perfection. And how we can untangle our human drive for perfection with our spiritual nature of divine protection. Protection and perfection. Okay. So let's look at faith. Faith is that quality in us which enables us to look past appearances of lack, limitation, or difficulty, to take hold of the divine idea and believe in it even though we do not see any evidence of it except in our mind. Through faith, we know with inner knowing that the truth has not yet expressed in our manifest, our outer world. And that was by Winifred Wilkinson Hausman, and she rewrote Unfolding the 12 Powers. It's a unity book. And I really liked that description of faith. So the metaphysical meaning, that's beyond the physical, meaning of perfection and the attainment of perfection. This is from Charles Fillmore, Revealing Word. Perfection. A state of consciousness completely free of any shadow of negation. So it's a state of consciousness. How we think about what it is we want to manifest without negating it, without saying, that can't be, well, I can't do that, that won't work, that'll never work, right? So we get this idea and we say, yes, and allow it. Now, he also talks about the attainment of perfection. Now, here's where we can get a little twisted up. Jesus said, "Ye therefore shall be perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect," from Matthew 5:48, which means, he says, that we attain divine perfection through spiritual aspiration, by never ceasing to erase false thoughts and by affirming truth as the law of our being. Okay, that's a lot of words. How do we bring that into, that often used Bible verse and part of Jesus' Sermon on the Mount is we can easily get into this, we've got to be perfect. We've got to say prayers perfect. We've got to do it perfectly. And that's not the truth that he was trying to impart. You see, that's why we take so much time in talking about the Bible in a metaphysical view, beyond that physical, beyond those facts. And we have to look at it in the matter of the time that it was written, how many interpretations it's been through, and find the truth within it. What does that mean to me? Do I need to go around being perfect all the time to be in favor with God? First, we're always in favor because God is always in us no matter what. So forget that. There's not a judgment going on here other than within ourselves. We are harsh judges. So we go to the dictionary. I love going to the dictionary because it's our public consciousness, right? Now I just use dictionary.com. Perfect means conforming absolutely to the description or definition of an ideal type. A perfect sphere, a perfect gentleman, a perfect lady. All right. Who says what the ideal type should look like or be like? right? We made it up. We made it up. Everything in the dictionary, all of those vocabulary words that we learned, we made up as time moved forward. Perfection, as far as we know, originated back in the 12th century, and it's Latin, and it means a finishing. A finishing. Huh. I don't see any ideal type in that. But then to bring to perfection, to make flawless or faultless. Ooh, don't we like to be faultless as part of our perfection? Above reproach. See how we can get all twisted with this. Jesus saying we need to be perfect, and the world saying you need to be perfect, faultless, flawless. It's all made up. And we can make it up any way we want. And you have evidence of that in every person that you know, in every thought that we think. We're all allowed to be who we are. And we strive for our spiritual self. We do this together because we know that kindness is much more conducive to bringing this world to a world of peace. We find our heart when we connect in our spiritual path. Take the time to do that. So here's another wonderful definition. And it's from Shauna Nyquist from her book, Present Over Perfect. Perfect is brittle and unyielding, plastic, distant, more image than flesh. Perfect calls to mind stiffness, silicone, and aggressive and unimaginative relentlessness. Perfect and the hunt for it will ruin our lives, that's for certain. She says, I miss so much of my actual, human, beautiful, not beautiful life, trying to force things into perfect. But these days, she says, I'm coming to see that perfect is safe, controlled, and managed. And I'm finding myself drawn to darkness, to things that are loved, to the point of shabbiness, or just wildly imperfective in their own gorgeous way. And so instead of present, if perfect is plastic, present is rich and loamy soil. Present is hands in the dirt, even if it's in the deepness of our sorrow. Our perfectionist can become a nuisance, not a tyrant, when we take time to recognize it through our self-awareness. So it can be a nuisance. Some people are more prone to perfectionism than others. But even in the non-perfectionists of us, it can still kind of grate on us a little bit, maybe feel bad about not doing things right. Although we do not want to eliminate perfectionism entirely, we can dramatically reduce its power. We can do a great deal more than our fears would have us believe. And you're going to love this quote about fear. Hang on. One of my mentors was a loving and kind person, a great speaker, and a beloved minister in a thriving ministry. And she told me that she threw up every Sunday for the first 2 years of her ministry. She was so nervous about doing it wrong, or about not looking good, or not sounding good. She was a perfectionist. Her hair and nails were always perfect, her clothes the latest fashion, her home was big and beautiful, her husband was handsome and successful, until she had her first child. And then her second. And then, so sadly, her husband died when those girls were little. Her life of perfection unraveled. And you know what? She was able to breathe. she was then able to breathe. She applied her spiritual principles, but it took her down. You can imagine, this takes you down beyond your spiritual principles, into the dirt, into the soil. So back years ago, and even really kind of in modern times, women wore those things, they laced them up and they pulled them tight, corsets, and then it morphed into girdles, and now, then what was in the 60s, we burned those bras, and hopefully those girdles. But that's what I came to mind when I was thinking about her, and how it released her from this perfectionistic model. I remember one day she came to church with broken nails and chipped nails and a spot on her suit. And one Sunday she even had a baby on her head. Her mother was just like, I never thought I'd see the day. So, Shauna Nyquist says it like this: perfectionism is fear in a fancy dress.
That's great.
Fear in a fancy dress. I noticed that my friend, has comfort over fashion these days. In Shauna's book, Present Over Perfect, she talks about living in the present in a simpler, more soulful way. We call it mindfulness or heartfulness or paying attention, getting real, taking time to tune into our source and our spiritual nature and the absolute perfection that is. Not doing it perfectly. We cannot define that. We have to just move into it. Present, she says, present over perfect living is real over image, connecting over comparing, meaning over mania, depth over artifice. Present over perfect living is risky and revolutionary belief that the world God has created is beautiful and valuable on its own terms, and that it doesn't need to be zhuzhed up and fancy in order to be meaningful. My precious mom was always fussing about our house. She didn't want anybody to come over unless the house was perfect. And there's 4 of us, really, and a dog or 2 and cats. But so what had happened was that we didn't have as many people over that. I know my mother was very much a people person. But before she could entertain, she felt like everything had to be perfect. And I picked up on that some. It's like, somebody's coming over, oh my God, okay, you guys, you clean this, you clean that. And so I'm learning to know that what people think, that's all that perfection thing. What do they think? What will they think of me? What will they think of me? It's my fancy dress, my fancy house, right? Doesn't matter. If I'm preoccupied with outer appearances, I miss the delight in having my friends over. It was fear dressed up as a clean house. Present living with your feet firmly grounded in reality, pale and uncertain as it may seem. Present is choosing to believe that your own life is worth investing in deeply. Instead of waiting for some rare miracle or fairy tale, present means we understand that the here and now is sacred, sacramental, threaded through with divinity, even in its plainness, and especially in its plainness. So we keep in mind and heart that when we have spiritually based faith, we understand that faith is a quality in us that enables us to look past appearances of lack, limitation, or difficulty, to take hold of a divine idea and believe even though we don't see it. We allow the universe to work in our lives. We say yes. The universe says, oh yes, darling, yes. Are you ready to receive? And we know that everything belongs as it is. Our co-founder, Myrtle Fillmore, found that out. She was the mother of prayer at Community. And she was always upset with herself because she wasn't the perfect patient person all the time. So there were some people that just irritated her. I bet you don't have anybody in your life who just kind of irritated you, right? Oh my gosh, I feel terrible. And she felt like as the leader of Unity, she should be perfect in every way. And Spirit called her and said, you've looked upon all your faults, now look upon your virtues. And be who you are. Fully human, fully divine. We're not sometimes human and sometimes divine. We're always human until we make that next journey to our next life. And we're always divine. We just turn and we face it. We open to it. When we combine our faith with perfection, we see perfection as a state of consciousness, completely free from any shadow of negation. We were born into and as the perfection of God, along with our humanness. Jesus was saying not to walk around building a perfect outer shell, but practice knowing perfection of spirit and how it works. Practice knowing it. So we weave our spiritual practices together as we pray, as we meditate, as we enjoy nature, our family and friends. We make time for moving deeply into our God, no matter what name you give it. The thing itself, the way it works, what it does, and how to use it. How to use all of your gifts that you were born with and into. So I want to close with this quote from Shauna. Just take a breath for a moment. Sink deeply into this world as it stands. Breathe in the smell of rain and the scuff of the leaves as they scrape across the driveways on windy nights. This is where life is, not in some imaginary photoshopped dreamland. Here, now, you, just as you are. Me, just as I am. This world, just as it is. This is the good stuff. This is the best stuff there is. Perfect has nothing on truly, completely, wide-eyed, open-souled present. Present. You are so very loved. Have a perfectly delightful day. Jen's coming up with a love offering.
Will our ushers please come forward? This is our time in our service to share of our financial gifts and tithes for this ministry. If you are here for the first time, please let this service be our gift to you. Please join me in stating the affirmation for our offering together.
Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am enough. I have enough. There is enough.
Buddy. Buddy.
Little girl in a small town had some big dreams, people put her down. Don't get your hopes up, her mama would say. This little girl just laughed and said, I'll do it my way. What good are love? A small dream. Slight expectations, that's a chance in a bait. If you want it all, dreams from his soul. He said, you'll never hear that on the radio, but he dared to be, yeah, he proved them wrong. Now everybody is singing his song. What good of hope and small dreams? Slight expectations are such silly things. If you want it all, you can't play it safe. It takes real courage to let your life be great. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now maybe you've got words to say you can do. Don't you listen to them, because they still need you. Now slay that dragon by your heart's desire. Don't let nobody put out your fire. What good are all and small dreams? Slight expectations are such silly things. If you want it all, you can't play it safe. It takes real courage, yeah. It takes real courage, yeah. It takes real courage. Let your life be great. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, let your life be great. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let your life be great. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It takes real courage.
Thank you, Lord. Ready, Brian? I just got trouble. So we are just so grateful and so blessed by the gifts that are given on this Sunday morning and beyond. The gifts of love, the gifts of our tithes, our talent, our prayers. As they settle into our hearts and then move out into this world, you know, money is just another energy. It's just something that we put our focus in. And so we put our focus on love that moves through these gifts. And it blesses and it multiplies all of us. We are grateful. And so it is. Amen. Okay, it's time. We like this part. Well, we like all of it. I hope you do too.
This is all fun.
This is the fun stuff that we've got going on in this ministry. And if you didn't get one of these, please grab one, or ushers maybe make them available. It's all colorful and wonderful, and it has all the dates and the things, but we're going to skim over them right now. You're first. World Day of Prayer. Unity holds a World Day of Prayer, usually the first Thursday in September every year. And it truly, Unity is worldwide, a worldwide movement. And so we're going to have a celebration, we're going to have a prayerful service here, but mostly it's about holding vigil for the prayers that we receive through our prayer box, through our prayer partnerships, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But anyway, from 7 p.m. Wednesday evening this week to 7 p.m. Thursday is our 24-hour vigil. And so the church will be open from 7 p.m. Wednesday till about 8, but you can come all day. The church is open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. those 2 days. And you're welcome to come and just sit in the silence and bring your own prayer requests, pray over, it's all confidential, there's no written things. So we'll pray, and you can also go to unity.org and find lots of really cool stuff, how to participate in the village.
And I can't believe it, but Fall Faith is coming up very fast, one of my favorite things of the year. For the book study, we always have a book study before we actually have our auction, and the book is called Unity in World Religions. If you'd like to order that book, you can obviously find that on Amazon.com or your favorite bookseller. If you're having a hard time getting the book or you need help getting the book, see Joan in the office anytime, and I'm sure she'd be happy to help you. The actual class for the book study is starting on October 5th. It's going to be on Wednesday nights over Zoom and running for 6 weeks. If you look in the social hall, the groups have already been made with the facilitators. All we ask is that you sign up for which group you'd like to be in, so the facilitator has an idea of how many people will be in that group. And we certainly will give you a Zoom login when the time comes. Also, this is part of mine. Also, our auction, which is always lots of fun, is going to be on October 6th. We're going to do it in the style that we did last year, where, did I say October, November? November 6th, thank you. November 6th, and we're going to do it in the same style where we have food and treats. We'll get the auction set up, and then we'll have our live auction here. With that in mind, if you have any items that you would like to donate, we're going to begin collecting those on October 2nd. Anything, we're looking for gift baskets, or maybe you have a service that you provide, hair, nails, tarot card readings, whatever the case may be.
Crafts that you
crafts.
put in.
Yes, they can be offered. Certainly last year we had some big ticket items, and they were gently used items. We had the exercise bikes, and we had the dressers and some other things. So if you have some of these things around your home that you kind of want to get rid of, we certainly would include them in the auction.
And the auction adds to our general fund.
Yes.
And we like to keep that as our kind of emergency fund.
Mm-hmm.
And so it adds to that, and it adds to the services that we can provide then to our community here and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
I also wanted to say about prayers. We have the Power of Prayer Partnerships, and it's basically an online partnership because we started it during the pandemic. We've got about 30 people that get emails from in our congregation, and we just do a reply all, what's your prayer request, as you get them. And the first Sunday, we have a meeting here right after service, and that's today. Whether you are part of that or want to be part of that, just stay. It's very quick. We could even go in and get cake and have it in the social hall if you wanted. So anyway, today is that day. I am going to be teaching co-facilitating a class called Touching the Divine Prayer Class, 2 Mondays, September 12th and 19th. And I'm co-facilitating that with a Unity minister in our region. So it'll be a Zoom class, Kathy Harvard Long, and it's kind of fun to bring her ministry, our ministry, and whoever else wants to come as we put this out, because Zoom does that for us. It's pretty cool.
And also very exciting, there's a small committee of us who are launching the Art Hub, and it's kind of the Heart Club.
Yeah.
And Tammy, can you stand up, please?
Yes, please.
I would like to thank Tammy. Tammy is one of the people, along with Wilma and some others, that have brought this to Unity, to bring art classes alive here. And they're for people within the community, and they're for people without the community that can come in and experience this. And I'd just really like to thank Tammy. Tammy is a newer member here, but she is a big, bold member out helping with the garden, the art, everything. But please, we already have 2 classes that have been scheduled. We have one with Wilma that is a printmaking class. I believe that's on September 17th. And then we have the rock painting class with Tammy, which I believe is September 10th. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's correct.
Yeah.
So please register in the social hall. If you are an artist yourself and you would like to present something to the community, please let Tammy or Wilma or a member of the committee know, and we can show you how to sign up to create your own class.
Yeah, we call them fun shops.
Yes.
So it can be a one-day thing. It can be an ongoing class for a while. So we're looking to get more artists in the community involved here at Unity, even showing their works in the community, and lots more to come. Lots more to come.
And then we have a couple off-book announcements. Number one, thank you, Farmer Jerry, for once again bringing in vegetables. Today you have tomatoes and cabbage, is that right?
Yeah, 2 ugly cabbages. I have to say now, this land of my cabbages, they're beautiful, big, huge cabbages, but they're very ugly. But if anybody wants to make cabbage soup or something like that, it would be delicious and perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And she's been bringing it all year, all fall, so we'll end of summer, fall.
What do we have out in our gardens? Tammy, Jerry, whoever else is going down. They're all done.
Yeah.
We had herbs
We got some
and
herbs out there.
lettuce and things, but we've got some raised beds out in the yard, and there's some pumpkins on the vine, but I don't know what they're doing.
I think the grass cutters kept cutting the vines a little bit. Yeah.
And there's crab apples in the trees out front. You're welcome to come
Yes.
anytime.
There's a million of them. Oh.
And we have some little apples on our trees in the back. So just walk around. It's pretty cool.
Two more quick announcements. You've heard us allude to it before, but we are having a fun game night. Now, there was a conflict with the original date that was in September, so we are going to move it to October. But we haven't solidified the date, but we'll let you know. We're thinking of making it a little Halloween-themed game night. There will be sign-ups. There's a big bulletin board in there about the game night, but if you want to sign up now, you don't care what the date is, go ahead. If you want to wait till we get the date, then you can make sure that you're available and come. If you have any questions about that, see Carrie, raise your hand, Carrie, or me, and we'll give you some more information about that. And finally, Connie and Andrea, oh my God, we love them so much because we have snacks after. This week is birthday Sunday, so we have some lovely cake and some other little snacks. Oh, there's some ice cream left over from Jack and Nancy's talk about Antarctica. And then next Sunday, I said it when I was reading a little bit about Italy, but we are having an Italian food luncheon. So anything that fits the category of Italy, please help us share. It's going to be a potluck style. Again, pizza, pasta, cheese, gelato, pesto, olive oil, coffee. Well, we always have the coffee. But if you could bring something in, that would be great.
All right.
And I think that's it.
I think that's it. Let's have our unity prayer together, and then we'll sing our peace song, and then we'll go eat cake. Let them eat cake. All right. Mark's gonna, I'm gonna do this a little bit, but just, it's right up there. So together.
The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The mind of God guides me. The life of God flows through me. The laws of God direct me. The power of God abides within me. The joy of God uplifts me. The strength of God renews me. The beauty of God inspires me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well.
All is well. Now let's sing a song together. Sing out.